Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode Path of Exile Metamorph League. In this episode, I want to discuss with you a concept that has eluded me for quite a long time, but I finally have tried it and can give my 2 cents on it in our zombie build. Impale support, Dread Banner, and the Dread Banner enchant on the helmet for increased aura effect. Enjoy the video. So what sparked this thought? Why did I want to change the build? What made this happen? So, this guy sub, he kept bugging me for a while, and then randomly, a couple days ago, we had a discussion in the morning when I had just woken up, and for once he finally was able to, I guess, say it in a way that convinced me. So I went and attempted to try it out. I tried out to work out my version of an Impale build, which I present here. So I guess first I would like to start off, to keep this as simple as possible, to tell you I took out awakened minion damage for the Impale support, and I went for a 2123. This was 10x. And I went for the Dread Banner 2123. I took out War Banner. The 2123 Dread Banner was the only one on the trade, and the guy didn't have a price, and then he asked for 7x. I paid it. The helmet... Oh, wait. Sorry. Oh, yeah, the helmet was like 20x, and it was like the only one on trade, and I was lucky that the dude came back and sold it to me. Anyways, those are the things we did. So we swapped out the attack speed helmet, War Banner, and Awaken Minion damage for Impale support, Dread Banner, and the Helm enchant. That means we gave up this 21% increased accuracy rating, the 12% increased physical damage, the 20% increased damage, the 54% more damage, and this 15% increased attack and cast speed, along with the increased maximum energy shield, double corruption that I had on my Baron. So I think this is the next question that everyone would have, is the thing that stops most people from even attempting this. We can't look at the numbers in POB. So how do we know if this is better or worse than the other version? Also, I would like to point out, I'm still running Hatred. I didn't take out Hatred or Purity of Elements. We barely changed the build. We honestly were just able to fit in the Impale stuff without crippling the build at all. So it's literally 2 gems and a helmet. It's pretty pog. Pretty pog. Okay, now I'll show you a spreadsheet that I found. Okay, so I looked up the Impale calculator and I found this forum post, and then I followed this forum post from Ezenix, and it took me to here. I made a copy of his so that I could edit it, because you can't edit his, and I inserted some numbers. So let's just put this at 164 for 164,000, okay? 3 attacks per second, and I'll explain the Impale effect, okay, how you calculate it. So basically, what he pointed out up here is this is the Impale effect, and this calculation is assuming 100% chance to hit. Our zombies nearly have 100% chance to hit. That's not a big deal. And the 100% chance to impale, that's not true. So we have to keep this in mind. It shows here Impale support 59% with 20% quality, and the Dread Banner is 19% quality. But actually, if I go back to my game for a second, I will show you that my Impale is actually 66% increased Impale effect instead of 59, so it's 7 more than they say because mine's level 7. The other thing is, Dread Banner, instead of 19, it's 23 because it's a level 24. So these change the calculations entirely, and then this also should change the increased effect based on Awakened Generosity, increased effect from the Jinx Juju Ami, and the 16% increased effect from my skill tree. So we'll have to keep this all in mind when we calculate Impale. Okay, so if we look back over here, Impale support, ours is 66. Okay, so we'll write this down here just to keep track of it. Our Dread Banner is 23. We increase the effect of this Dread Banner by 0.16 and 0.5 from the Awakened Generosity. So because these are all multiplies, I'm going to add them up. 0.15 plus 0.4 plus 0.55 plus 0.16, and that's 1.26. I'm going to times that by the 23 base amount of effect, and we get 28.98 increased effect of Impale effect. Okay, so you add that with the base, and you get 52 Impale effect out of our Dread Banner with all the multipliers. So we should have 66 and 52, making it... I don't know if I did any of this right. I'm just assuming. This is just to give you an idea of what this kind of looks like. So what you see is this is supposed to be percent. There we go. We just passed 1 million DPS per zombie. So this is in fact more damage than my other version without the Impale. This is better than War Banner and the attack speed enchant and awaken minion damage. Just straight up, this is better. Yep, and now this is 1 million DPS per zombie, but this is also accounting for perfect hit and perfect chance to Impale. I looked at our stuff, so if you look back at the game again. Impale has 40% chance to Impale, and the Dread Banner comes with 20%. But if we have a 1.26 multiplier on the effectiveness of our Dread Banner, then the 20 would turn into 45.2. So I think we go up to 85.2% chance to Impale on our zombies, which isn't that bad. So you can see how the Jinx Juju Ami fits in here with the increased effect of our skills, helping with the not only the Impale chance, because that's important, also affecting the Impale effect. And then it should also be credited that this page is accounting for individual attacks, and so it's even crazier. The reason people have pointed out that Impale is way better than you would originally think is normally you think of Impale as an individual one person attacking or one zombie attacking, but in this case we have right now, I could summon another one. We have 14 zombies, which is just insane. We only have to stack it to 5 to get the effectiveness of our Impale to max, and then all the zombies are doing big damage. So pretty much against the monsters that we don't need more damage, we're already going to have too much damage, and then against bosses and things that are tankier, that are going to survive more hits, this Impale does do more damage. I still think that I prefer Hatred over Pride, because Pride is a tiny little circle the size of my, smaller than my Cyclone, and Hatred is this big circle that's increased even more with Awakened Generosity, and I really like Hatred still, and I feel like most people aren't even using Pride most of the time, and they think that it was useful. If you want me to go into more detail about all the auras and why I chose these auras, I can do that in a separate video, because this video is all about Impale. Like the video! And now here I've prepared the old one to show you the before and after, basically. So this is the POB with War Banner, the Awakened Minion damage 520, and the helmet, and it takes the damage from the 160 per on average to 164 per on average to 244, so it takes the total DPS from 480 was the old one to 750. And you can see that the Impale took us from 480 to 1 million, almost a double effectiveness of our minions, of our damage, whereas this is nowhere near as close, and this is with, like, EE and shit. So, yeah. Overall, it seems that Impale is super, super good, and I still recommend potentially Hatred and stuff, unless you're purely bossing and you can sit on top of the monster or whatever. So overall, I'm quite sure that someone will comment that I've done some part of this wrong, or that this calculator was off a little, and hey, that's perfectly fine. This isn't about being perfectly right. This was more to say that I think I can safely say that it is better. I don't know precisely the exact numbers of how much better, but it felt stronger just playing the game, killing shit, and doing some T15s and T16s. You could immediately feel the difference in damage. And all the numbers do make sense of like what we're witnessing, and so I think overall this is better. And like I said, we still can switch in Pride and try it. Technically, there's even a Flesh and Stone meme potential in this. But yeah, I hope that was informative for anyone who didn't know how the Impale stuff worked. Just one more thing. Just in case somebody goes, but this takes 1.67 seconds to stack up. That's assuming based on the 3 attacks per second of a single person. And the reality is there's 14 zombies, so really it takes 0.119 seconds, so 1/9 of a second to fully stack up on a boss. So I'm pretty sure this is way better than we even can imagine. This isn't even giving it justice. This is kind of just giving like the overall thumbs up, like the proof. This is the, yeah, this is really broken probably, and we probably should have been using this. It's really unfortunate that this doesn't show in the POB, but hey man, I'm glad. Thank you to this guy for making a calculator. He put his name here as Zenix. I'll post this below, I believe. So now, after listening to the whole video and all the information and seeing the numbers of the 2 different builds and the slight change that we made, I recommend to you, the viewer, to probably swap to using Impale support, Dread Banner, and the Dread Banner Helm enchant. It's pretty good, and technically makes the Jinx Juju amulet, which I mentioned in the last video, makes that even better. And it makes the fact that we have the Sokka walls with the reduced mana, where we have the extra Avian and we take the extra mana reserve and the extra aura effect and all this, it makes it even better. Because like seriously, this aura effect stuff is so effective on Dread Banner. This is broken. 100%. This is broken. Like, okay, I almost to kind of put this into perspective, if you wanted to compare this to another type of thing, you compare hatred and haste. Haste is like the younger brother. It's like useless, right? It doesn't do shit. But it's hilariously fast and funny, right? And it's the same slot of mana reserve, and then you have hatred, big damage, EE, crazy aura. It's like this one. War Banner's like the cute little brother. It reserves the same amount. It's still a banner. It's just nowhere near as powerful because this Dread Banner's broken. God damn, all the banners are pretty broken though, to be honest. It's kind of disgusting. But yeah, Dread Banner and the Helm enchant is way better than the attack speed enchant after that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope this could be informative for anyone who didn't know how Impale worked before this, maybe has a better understanding of it now. I sure do. Now I get it. Chance to hit. Chance to impale. Impale effect. So easy, dude. It's so easy, dude. That's it. Okay. Easy clap. Hope I could simplify it for you so now you understand Impale. I want to do Impale more. Hope this all works out for everybody who watched the video. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the people who financially support my channel, obviously along with everyone else who helps share and like the videos and continues to come back every day and watch these videos. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you to my Patreon and YouTube members and my Twitch subs. Thank you, Tridnix, Hannah, Stephen C, Last Fable, Stacy, U, Boggy, White Wolf, YouTube members, Garbar, Tridnix, White Wolf, Farkbone, Kirby, John, Lelouch, Lamprey, Donwood, Dubu, Goose Eggs, and Gabriel. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!